Hello friends, this is Jignasu N. Chauhan, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Mathematics, Sri Manibai Virani and Srimati Navalben Virani Science College, Rajkot. Friends, today's session is for BSc Mathematics Semester 5 class. The course is Programming in C, and the topic we are going to discuss is Introduction to C from the Unit 1. This topic will be discussed through a series of lectures. This is lecture 1, and lecture 1 will be provided to you in various parts. This is part 1. Let us start. So let us start. Chapter 1, Introduction to C. First of all, we will learn what do we mean by C language. Next, we will see the brief history and origin of the programming languages. These types of constants available in C. Rules for constructing integer constant will also be discussed. Rules for constructing real constants and those for constructing character constants and string constants. Types of variables, rules for constructing variable names and keywords. First program in C will also be discussed at the end of this lecture. How to compile any program, how to receive input in the program, what do we mean by instructions in the C program. We will learn various instructions starting with type declaration instruction, arithmetic instructions, integer and float conversions taking place in the C program, type conversion while we do assignments in the program, and what do we mean by hierarchy of operations and how does it appear and affect our program. We will also understand the control instructions in C language, various control instructions available in the C language. First of all, let us start with understanding what do we mean by an algorithm. By definition, an algorithm is a well-defined procedure that allows a computer to solve a problem. We are here to solve various mathematical problems in using C language. When we want to solve any problem using, let us first of all see what do we mean by a programming language. A programming language is a vocabulary or a set of grammatical rules for instructing a computer or computing device to perform a specific task. Let us see certain examples of programming languages. Fortran, COBOL, BASIC, ALGOL and PL1 are few of the examples of the programming languages which were being used in 60s and 70s. After the invent of the computer, programmable computer, various programming languages came into existence. For example, the Fortran language, for which the full form is Formula Translation, was a language which was being used for engineering and scientific and mathematical problems, while there was one language called COBOL. The full form of COBOL is Common Business Oriented Language. This language was meant to write various commercial applications. So, commercial problems were solved using this language, while BASIC was another programming language. The full form of the BASIC is Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code, and it was meant for beginners. It means one who wants to learn programming was starting with the BASIC language. Now this kind of various languages for various purposes were invented. At that time there was a thought that we must not use different languages for different purposes. We must invent one language which is a general purpose language which can be used for all the purpose, all the problems, all type of problems. With that thought in mind, an international committee was formed in around 1960, and that international committee invented a language called ALGOL 60. The full form of the ALGOL is Algorithmic Language. This language was invented to provide a solution in such a way that we do not require to use various different languages for different kind of problems. This was a general purpose language, but the ALGOL turned out to be very abstract and too general, and it was very difficult to learn. So, in order to replace ALGOL, or in order to improve the limitations of ALGOL 60, in the Cambridge University, a team of Christopher Stracey and David Barron created a language called Combined Programming Language, briefly called CPL. But this language also turned out to be very hard to learn and difficult to understand. This language was invented in Cambridge University around 1963. After that, in order to improve the limitations of CPL or the combined programming language, one more language was invented by Martin Richards at Cambridge University. This language was called Basic Combined Programming Language. Briefly, it was called BCPL. This language was invented around 1967. The purpose of this language was to eliminate the various limitations of the combined programming language, but in that effort the BCPL language became too less powerful and very specific, so it was not that powerful to solve various kind of problems. Parallelly, Ken Thompson was doing his work at AT&T and AT&T Bell's laboratory. He invented a language, a computer language called B language around 1970. This language was also very specific and very less powerful language, so it was not so popular at that time. Parallelly, Dennis Ritchie was also doing his work at AT&T Bell Laboratory, and around in 1972 Dennis Ritchie invented C language, and this language overcame all the limitations of the previous languages, including ALGOL, CPL, BCPL and B language, and then C turned out to be very powerful, simple and easy to learn language. Let us understand what do we mean by C, what is the history and origin of C. As mentioned earlier, it was invented at AT&T's Bell Laboratories of USA in 1972, designed and written by a man named Dennis Ritchie, and C language replaced more familiar and popular languages of its time like PL1 and ALGOL. Actually, no one pushed C. It was not an official Bell Laboratories language. Without any advertisement, C's reputation spread and its pool of users grew like anything. Rather, even Dennis Ritchie seems to have rather surprised that so many programmers preferred C to older languages like Fortran, PL1 and newer like Pascal and APL. C was popular because it is reliable, simple and easy to use. A language that has survived for more than 3 decades has to be very powerful and really good. Let us see various features of the C language. First and foremost feature of the C language is it is a machine independent, portable, higher level language. So portability, modular and structured language. C is very simple and efficient. The programs written in the C language are having very good speed of calculation, and existence of rich library also makes C a preferred language for programmers. C is also a case sensitive language. It means it can make difference between lowercase and uppercase letters. Let us try to understand how a human being learns a language. The steps involved in language starts with learning alphabet, then using those alphabets one creates words and learns how to spell words, then using those words the learner makes sentences, and ultimately the learner will be able to write paragraphs, or he will also be able to write essays. In order to learn C language or any computer programming language, similar kind of steps are involved. First step is to learn what are the alphabets, digits and special symbols being used in particular language. In our case, it is the C language. Next step is to learn what kind of constants, variables and keywords are there in the C language. Once we have learned alphabets, digits, special symbols, constants, variables and keywords offered by the C language, we will be able to write various instructions to be written in the program, and the step by step procedure translated into instructions written in the C language, rather an algorithm written using instruction written in the C language is called the C program. So that is how we will write the C program through these systematic steps. Let us see the character set of C language. First of all, the C language allows us to use all the 26 lowercase English alphabetic letters, that is A, B, C up to X, Y, Z. Next, we are also able to use all the uppercase letters right from capital A, capital B to capital Z. All the decimal digits including 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 can also be used in any C language program. Finally, white spaces including new line, blank space, horizontal tab, carriage return and form feed are also allowed to be used in the C language program. So this consists of character sets. Let us see special characters allowed to be used in any C language program. This is the list of various special characters offered by C language. It includes the exclamation mark, number sign, dollar sign, percent sign, caret, ampersand symbol, then asterisk sign, left parenthesis and right parenthesis, in other words brackets, round brackets, pair of round brackets, underscore, plus sign, vertical bar, backslash symbol, apostrophe symbol, minus sign, caret symbol, equal to sign. Also the curly braces or left brace and right brace. Similarly, square brackets or opening left bracket and closing right bracket, colons, double quotation marks, semicolon, less than symbol, greater than symbol, question mark, comma, a period, a slash sign, at their sign, and tilde. These are the different special characters offered by C language, which can be used in any C language program as per requirement. We can see that all these symbols are available in the keyboard, regular keyboard here. Let us begin with various constants available in C language. First of all, let us understand what do we mean by a constant in C language. A constant in any program is an identifier whose associated value cannot be altered or changed by the program during its execution. In other words, a constant is a value that never changes. It means during the execution of the program, the value of constant does not change. Other type of values of the program are variables. Variables are the symbols that represents the values which can vary or which can carry different values during the execution of a program. Let us see various types of the constants available in C language. Constants in C language consists of primary constants and secondary constants. Primary constants has three basic types, that is integer constants, real constants, and character constants. Whereas secondary constants have 5 different types like array, pointer, structure, union, and enum. Let us see various types of the constants. Real constants. Real constants has 2 different types, that is real constants in fractional forms and real constants in exponent forms. The types of character constants, there are 2 different types of character constants. One is single character constant and another is string character constants. Let us understand the rules for constructing integer constants. An integer constant must have at least 1 digit. Secondly, it must not have any decimal point. It can either be positive or negative. So it can have a positive sign or negative sign preceding the constant. If no sign precedes the integer constant, it is assumed to be a positive constant. It means the default sign is positive. We will use this word default frequently. The meaning of default is if there is no mention, there is a pre-assigned meaning to everything, and that is called default value. No commas or blanks are allowed within an integer constant. The allowable range for integer constants is -32768 to -32767. The constants require a memory space in order to store itself. 2 bytes are required to store any integer constant in the computer's memory. Let us further see the rules. The range of integer constant depends on the compiler. It means if you have got 16-bit compiler like Turbo C or Turbo C++, the range is -32768 to 32767. For 32-bit computer or 64-bit computer, it might be a different range. Let us see certain examples of integer constants. 786 or +108 or -22, 740, -7202, 0. These are all different examples of integer constants. So, if we summarize the rules, in the integer constants, decimal point is not allowed, sign is allowed and it can be positive or negative. Default sign is always positive. No digits, number of digits, that is at least 1. Minimum value is -32768 and the maximum value is +32767. So friends, that is the end of the lecture 1, part 1 of the topic Introduction to C from Unit 1. In the part 2, we will learn few more things about C language, beginning with rules for constructing real constants in various forms, followed by hierarchy and other topics. Thanks for now.